2024 K-pop. One of the best years. One of the best.
No, it wasn't. I was lying. It actually sucked so bad. It was the worst year ever, and I hated it so much.
Can we all agree that this year sucked like so badly? Like, Christmas was not too long ago, and it was the least Christmassy Christmas I ever had. But for K-pop this year, it was even worse. Might I even say, one of the worst.
Ooga booga booga.
뭐라고요?
I'm keeping this one short and sweet. But yeah, this one came out of nowhere, but the second it did, she was getting flamed. And I don't blame the people who were doing that. It was actually crazy. She ended her 6-year relationship with such a baddie! And even worse, date and then marry someone who was involved in one of the worst scandals known in K-pop history. Safe to say she fell off, and I hardly see anyone talking about her anymore because of what she did!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What you know and what we see.
Mommy, a girl behind you.
What are you? This one is actually crazy because, like, how petty can someone get to even allow this to happen? So, like how all things occur, Karina's relationship with Lee Jae-wook was leaked to the public, and then it was confirmed not too long after. And I've seen clips of them together, and they did really look like a cute couple, and they seemed happy.
But guess what? Guess who had to take that away? Guess who ruined it all? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. You'll never get it. You'll never get it.
Our wonderful friends, Korean fans! The couple had to break up, and Karina had to make a handwritten apology letter for getting in a relationship. Because according to some delusional fans, she was queerbaiting, betraying fans, and their love wasn't enough, so she had to go get a boyfriend. It was good that at least a big portion of fans did support her, but the ones that didn't are so goofy! Like, let the girl be. She needs a real relationship, not a parasocial one.
아저씨들이 미안하지만 개저씨들이
NewJeans was one of those groups that I had every single one of their songs in my playlist. Like, I loved their style of music, and they just kept releasing bangers after bangers after bangers. When the whole Adore and Hype situation was going on, I didn't really get much into it. When I started getting into it, it was around the time Min Hee-jin held the press conference. I mostly saw a lot of goofy videos about it, so I never took a huge amount of time to fully understand the video. I know this happened in later months, but when Jeans had their live stream without company approval, I knew it was over for them as NewJeans. And I think everyone else knew that as well. It is extremely frowned upon in a company to talk down your CEO and what they are doing to you. It is extremely awful that groups have to keep this kind of mistreatment hidden, but if you want to continue with your idol career, there are things you must keep hush-hush. From the moment I opened TikTok that morning and saw the live stream, I knew that one of the groups I actually liked would disband, and we were all right. Jeans left the company, terminated their contracts, were dropped from brands, and were blacklisted in a span of just 7 months.
Listen up, I'm pretty sure you heard wrong. I said ninja's fine, I think you misheard. Cause I represent and I show respect to all people and the whole world.
I was actually so surprised and happy for Stray Kids that they were invited to go to the Met Galas this year. The group had been growing so much ever since I started standing them, and the Met Gala was such a huge and well-known event. And I bet it was such a huge honor for the boys to even attend the event. Oh boy, I just hope they are treated with the respect that they—
yeah, do it. All right, guys, tone it down. Tone it down, gentlemen. I've never seen so many emotional faces in my life. Yeah, right? Oh, the reveal. Oh, now we gotta do it.
This is why all their accounts got hacked. I was flabbergasted over this situation. Like, I remember Stayville being in complete shambles over this happening, and everyone was so pissed at the photographers. They were all being called out, and like I said, a lot of their accounts were being hacked and their websites were being hacked. Everyone just wanted them to apologize. And even after all of that, I don't think a single one of them apologized for the comments that they were making towards the boys. The mocking was so uncalled for, considering the photographers were older than most of the members. Literally just everything they said was just so unnecessary. And even if you compare the comments between Stray Kids and Jennie, another idol attending, the difference is clearly there.
Jennie for TikTok,
Jennie, can we get a wave?
How many are there? Guys, can you step back?
Guys, you need to be on the same level.
Back
You're
up,
all
back up.
crooked.
Get close.
You're too. He's close to your
Move
car.
back. Move back.
Level off.
Close.
Level off.
Can everybody face us straight?
They're diagonal. That guy's like 20,000 feet back.
This was so disappointing to see, and the photographers should know better, considering most of them were working for big photography companies, and they just treated the people that they're getting paid to take pictures of like they're just nothing. I hope the next time that Stray Kids are invited to an event like that, they get nothing but positive feedback.
Bring it back, come on.
Who themselves at the Hanto Music Awards? I couldn't find an event that happened in June, so I had to include this because it was just so crazy. I'm not going too much into this one because there isn't a whole lot to it, but the whole HMA was a whole mess. Someone shat themselves, people were getting into fights, someone pissed themselves, someone found used condoms in the trash, and the list goes on. Let's just forget that this event ever happened. When I first heard about this, I thought it was a little bit goofy and silly. A little bit goofy, just a little goofy, you know. And I don't know if that's insensitive, but he got a DUI for riding a darn diddly scooter while drunk. I mean, that sucks for him because the fine was $11,000, but he's part of BTS, so
Live, laugh, love, I guess.
But like, also our wonderful friends in Korea wanted them out of BTS, so they sent trucks and wreaths demanding for him to leave BTS. But like, be for real, it's BTS, he ain't going nowhere. Real armies would literally raid the Big Hit building if he was kicked out.
原来以为他是个 rapper， 没想到他真是个 rapper。Freestyle 现在只有 style 没有 free， 他的名字是 Taeil， 现在他又去 Jail。
I was never really into NCT at all. I did want to stan them, but there was just
So many members, goddamn.
so I never devoted myself to standing the group fully. I did, however, watch content of the group as well as stream like a good portion of their songs. A lot of my favorite parts in the songs were by a specific member. That member?
SM released a statement that Taeil is no longer a member of NCT.
I woke up this morning to this news on my feed. NCT member Taeil's contract has been terminated, SM Entertainment announces. And then here at the bottom, they quoted, Taeil could no longer be trusted as an artist.
When I first heard about this, I was shocked. I felt so much sympathy for the people who biased him, even more so to the victims, because apparently there was more than one. I can only imagine how hard that was. Imagine your favorite idol turns out to be a monster like that. What was said to have happened is truly awful, and the fact that he is still in SM is absolutely sickening. There was also info that what he was doing had been going on for years. At some point, there was a list of idols who might have been included in the whole scandal, and some of them were including So Changmin, Bangchan, Hongjoon, Yeosang, Jae, G-Dragon, and a huge number of well-known idols. The list was not real, thank God, but but it gave every person who loved those groups a huge wake-up call. You can never really trust people you don't know. Though you may think you know them, considering you have loved them for a long time, you will never truly know. This whole situation was so upsetting. Songhan didn't even get to enjoy being an idol for more than 2 months before being put on a 10-month-long hiatus for the most stupid reason ever. Apparently, pictures of him during his pre-debut era and his previous girlfriend, as well as smoking, resurfaced on the internet, and a big amount of Korean fans were not happy about that. A lot of international fans were quick to defend him, and I remember seeing every single fandom coming together to shout out the words, I would see it even in the most random videos not even related to K-pop at all. Bring Sunlight back! But it was good to see that the message was getting out there. A few months later, it was announced that he would be returning to Rise, and everyone was so damn happy. But apparently, not everyone. A lot of Korean fans started protesting and even got permission from the police to protest in front of the SM building. There was apparently over 1,000 death wreaths set up outside the building, and I even seen people dancing in front of them. Around 2 days later, SM just said, yeah, no, never mind, and his contract with SM was terminated, and they announced his official leave from the group on October 13th. Maiden, a group that only debuted in September, was a group that was talked about the most these past 2 months. A former member, Gaon, was apparently caught sneaking her boyfriend into the dorms that the group lived in, and that was a big no-no. CEO Lee Young-hak, the ugly beast of a man, said it wasn't a very good idea and it was a big mistake. Gaon then wished to leave the group after the latest promotions were wrapped up. Young-hak said he would allow her to leave if she granted him a wish of his own. The wish? Become my girlfriend for a day. What's the worst that can happen? He probably just wants to go out for a date, maybe shopping or dinner, or even a movie. That shouldn't be the worst thing to do. Besides, it's only for a day.
제가 여기는 지키고 싶어서 이렇게 하고 있는데 이거 치워봐 이런 식으로 얘기하시고 계속 만지시고 사실 만져봐도 돼? 엉덩이 한 번만 주물려보면 안 돼? 이렇게 해주기 싫어요. 계속 그러고 2시간 동안 그랬어요.
And the company said it never happened. This is 143 Entertainment. We are sending our official position regarding the issue reported by JTBC's case manager yesterday. First of all, I would like to inform you that there was no sexual contact between the member mentioned in the broadcast and the representative due to any sexual harassment or other power, and the content of this report is not true. Also, I would like to tell you that the members' hotel-related content was also in the same place with all the acquaintances. The content of the report is based on the full text that was reported that people other than the members spoke differently from the facts, and once again, it is clear that the issue is unfounded. I deeply apologize for causing you concern because of the sudden and unpleasant situation. She was 19, and it was her personal reasons for leaving the group. Personal reasons. I really hope Gaon gets the justice she deserves, and I hope that CEO rots in hell. What a way to end the year with more horrible allegations coming out about K-pop companies. At this point, they just keep coming on one after the other. On December 7th, former member of Vicha, KG, posted an Instagram story announcing her termination of her contract with JYP Entertainment, as well as her departure from Vicha. Her statement went on to explain how there were numerous cases of abuse and mistreatment for not only her, but every other member as well from certain staff members. She stated that their living and working conditions were so harsh, it caused one member to attempt to take her own life, cause eating disorders, as well as self-harm. Let's take a look at the company's statement, shall we? We deeply regret KG's decision to file a lawsuit lawsuit and make unilateral public statements containing false and exaggerated claims. Yet again, another company cannot be honest and must protect themselves rather than protect the artists that are keeping them in business. This is a very recent case, so details aren't very available to the public, but I hope all the members are able to leave the awful group conditions and can be able to grow their own careers in music without being treated like nothing.
Crashing waves, but I'll never fall. Every day supernatural. Thrashing rain, I'ma bring the storm. This my stage, walking on water.
Whoa, walking on. Whoa, walking on. Whoa, walking on.
Stage, my stage, my stage. I'm walking on water. You can